I am Bishop Prophet Dr. Kisle Majemite, aka Obebawan, the founder of Jesus Solution Christian Bible Deliverance Ministry worldwide. There are some things I want to really address, to speak on, because one of the things, when somebody did something for you, you need to appreciate it. The code of Okpe Kingdom, known as Chief, Right Honorable Chief Sheriff Obrowori, I've come to thank him specially on his wonderful performance for the for his successfully swearing in of the commissioner on Tuesday, which we thank God all of us was in the occasion at the government house. The occasion was successful, and we give God the glory. So on behalf of Deaconess, Commissioner Deaconess Rose Ezewu, and on behalf of Commissioner Ejiro Jamani, I thank the governor on behalf of these two candidates, which are be an Okpe candidate, are be on our own, like what Chief Honorable Regine said to me directly at Asaba that day. When he saw me, he was so very rejoiced. I said, Bishop, say this one our own, no, on our own. I want to thank Regine because he's one of the, I think since we have been having a local government chairman, I think he's one of the best chairman so far that we have that never pray with Okpe matter, and he never pray with Okpe grudges. And you can see that I thank Regine especially that in his government we can see improvement. It's working, and you can see it's working. You see the wonderful job that Sheriff did just now by linking all the gutter to the canal, order the sopaded to do creasing on all the drillage. Make sure that water will not going to give problem to people, and flood during the rainy season, those periods that flood discovery. Now in time of Okowa, we call it the road master. So on my own, I give a name to my brother, Right Honorable Sheriff Obrowori, as a flood fighter, and he really succeeded it. He fought it and succeeded it. And we saw the wonderful job that even Regine himself did in Sapele here. He joined hand with the state governor, he joined hand with the Sopada chairman to fight the flood. That is why you see that flood couldn't take over a lot of places in Sapele local government. And I thank them especially on that. I use this opportunity to address that it is not really easy, especially the issue of fuel subsidy removal. Fuel subsidy removal, it is not a wrong thing. The same time it's a wrong thing. Because why we said it? Because the poor masses, the president said let the poor breathe. But the poor is not breathing now. The poor is hungry. The poor is suffering. I'm telling you the truth on my own. If it is even the money they want to use to do palliative, to say palliative, how many people that the palliative we get to? And to fix all our refinery Iwori, Port Harcourt, and I think we have 3 refineries. I think one is in Kaduna. If those 3 refineries is really working, then the cost of where we go down. The money I spent to buy fuel in my Prado Jeep just to Asaba to Sapele, I spent close to 60,000 naira. So how do you think that the poor people like us who have a bigger ministry, and our ministry is where we have a luxury buses? How many buses did I have? You know, I have plenty buses that be moving every Sunday to go to various branches to carry people. Every Sunday now I spend close to 500,000 just to buy diesel, to buy fuel. Even one of my plants, my generator which I have here in my resident compound, that I converted from fuel to gas. People said the gas used to last, but I will feed that gas. The gas will not last more than 2 days. And I see that it's the same expenses. I now later fall back to fuel. I'm using this opportunity as a bishop in Nigeria, as a citizen in Nigeria, because Nigeria is our country, nowhere we are going to run to. Even though we travel to abroad, people like us who no man go to outside country, when we go, we surely come back to the country, because it's our home country. If I die today, I will be buried in Nigeria, I will not be buried in London, I will not be buried in Kenya, I will not be buried in UK, I'm not going to be buried in Germany. All these countries that I'll be traveling to for administration, I'm not going to be buried there. So if we cannot join hands to fix this country and make it better, what do you think will happen to our generation? Our generation will be in bondage. So people are really suffering. People are suffering. So the Christian Association of Nigeria, the chairman of CAN, those are the things we need to discuss with Mr. President. The palliative they are sharing is not going to go enough. I advise the President of Nigeria that he should look towards the voice of the people. Because the people you are ruling, without the people you cannot be a president. You can't rule on a share. And the people are just like a pastor who go to church. When there's no member sitting on the chair, are you going to preach in the chair? If our refineries are functioning, working well, those are the advice that those chief of staff, people close to the president, need to give the president this advice. If our refineries is really working well, then our refiner will get the crude. Then we refine the crude oil by ourselves in our refinery. The white people will come from outside country to buy those fuel from us. Then if they want to buy fuel from us, they will not buy in dollar, they will buy in naira. On that time, if they are coming with dollar, they will change their dollar to naira. So by doing that, now our naira will not have value. Even civil servants are complaining, public servants are complaining, talking about a man who has his own personal little business that he's doing. Now, how can we able to manage our own personal business? Because some of the little business we have is used by diesel, is used by fuel. Now everything is cost. So if I have 100 employees or 200 employees in my company, how do you think I can able to meet or to pay their salary? So if they are demanding the high cost of salary, that will need to reduce workers so that I can able to face the capacity of those who I can face. Then on that suffering, people you have employed, automatically you deploy them back. You reduce the employment by sacking some people from the company. Those ones you sack now, they will go with hunger. And if they doesn't have anything to do, they will think how to go to road to kidnap innocent people, go into criminalism. So what we are talking about, security matter. The problem of insecurity, it is not just the security, it is the fortune of the economic. Because the military are doing their work, the police are doing their work, the vigilantes are doing their work. How do you think that criminalism will reduce when there's hunger in the land? If there's hunger, criminalism will not reduce. So these are the high cost of this nation, economic of this country. Mr. President and Mr. Governor, they should nuke that by this issue that is on ground that people are passing through now. It's increasing criminalism, is increasing corruption in the land. Corruption is increasing, criminalism is increasing. So those are the things we must know. And the work will now be difficult for the security to do. Those just are the truth of the matter. I think Mr. President make a promise that by December, the refinery at Port Harcourt is going to function. So let us just use palliative between now till November and see what December will be. But we are still appealing that Mr. President should look over those issues. The cost of the fuel is too high. So people are really suffering. People are really suffering. To even see money to transport to church is difficult for the member. Church members in church is decreasing every day. Because some of them will say, I don't have transport. Some of them will even find their way to use the pastor in the church as their farm. And we continue to back the government to pray for them. But even though the Bible says prayer without action is what? Is death. Is death. So when we are praying, laboring, fasting and praying, and what we are fasting and praying for, the government is not assisting the prayer. How can the prayer work? The prayer will not work. Will be automatically waste. Because my ministry is all about charity. I like do good for one another. I like carry people along. But if the government make everything easier for us, I think we have time to carry people along. We have time. I've been speaking into politics matter, into the ministerial matter. I'm in the both sides. So please, the government should consider this. The federal government should consider this. The state government should consider this. I went to one of the country 2 months ago. How do we call it? Benin Republic. When I went there, I entered Kenya also. I discovered to see that what they are doing there, what I saw there when I got there, I saw that they are not using gas transporting motor. What they did, all their transport car is electrical car. Their keke, Okada is electrical car. So because the gas car, I think that one is more even danger. If we can able to look the state governor, federal government, If he can introduce electrical vehicles, I will like him more than gas car and gas keke and all those ones. Because when I go to that country, I see that what they are doing there is electrical car. All the car they used to carry me throughout, no fuel, no diesel, no gas. It is electrical car. So when the battery get down, they will carry another battery and fix. And before this one we run down, the one that run down first they have already charged. You go and carry down one, just say base, you go and drop the battery, they will give you one. Then maybe before you will run through 3 days, that one you go and drop it and get a new battery. I think that one is more better than gas vehicle and gas keke. If we go to electrical car, I think that is just my little advice to the federal government and the state government. Once again, I thank the state governor for his wisdom and his knowledge. And I think the governor will do more, and God will continue to give him more wisdom, and the Lord is going to protect him and give him good head to carry on, and God will give you the wisdom he gave to Solomon. So even our political leaders should look over the people who voted there to power, not to use hungry to beat people, to frustrate those who put them in power. That's just the only thing I have to say now. May God bless the Chairman of CAN. May God bless the Christian Association of Nigeria. May God bless our good people. May God bless my country, hometown. May God bless the local government. And thank you all viewers, and may God bless you all.